It's Max and Max vs Food. Welcome back to another video. So, I am in March in Cambridgeshire. Yeah, Cambridgeshire, at Shooter's American Diner. It looks amazing in here. The decor is just amazing. I love American diners, as you all know. American diners are my thing. And I am here for their new, and they're literally brand new. It came out yesterday. That's how eager I am. It came out yesterday and I was traveling through on my holidays. Got my family around and I was decided let's just take on this challenge. So it is 30 minutes to take on this huge amount of food. It is 4 burgers. They've got cheese and bacon. Then I've got nachos, loaded nachos. I've got mac and cheese, another mac and cheese challenge. I've never had this in there, so I'm really excited for that. Then we've got, this is garlic bread, but these are loaded garlic bread with bacon and loads of cheese. And then again, cheese again. We've got loaded chili fries, and the chili looks really good on this. So as I said, 30 minutes to do this all is going to be a bit intense, but we're going to see if it goes through. If it goes through. I always say weird things like that. I have no idea why. I
you like adding weird fillers in.
Weird fillers. But yeah, Beard Meets Food did a challenge at Shooters here last year, and that's how I knew about it, and he completed the challenge, but that was a new one. That was an old one, and this is a new one. So before it gets too much colder, I'm gonna let them take photos. I'm gonna take some photos, and then we're gonna get started. You ready?
Challenge begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, eat!
Alright, so it's Max here. Welcome back to another commentary, another Max vs Food commentary. So, you guys really enjoyed the commentary in the last couple of videos. And so I thought for these really big challenges, and this was a really big challenge, I thought I'd continue to do the commentary. So, jumping right in here, take you on this absolutely mammoth challenge. Now, I'm gonna get straight into it. These burgers were absolutely huge. They were 8-ounce burgers, and they were prime beef. Really nice, so really delicious. But in being prime beef, they're actually really difficult to get through. You'll see here, look, it's really difficult for me to be just chewing them down because they're really compact and really prime beef. They don't have a lot of fat in them, and that caught me quite off guard. So what I thought quickly was actually I need some help getting this down. So you'll see I jumped straight into the mac and cheese. I was actually planning on saving the mac and cheese for later on, but I thought, do you know what, this is gonna help me get it down. And you'll see here it does. I start to take down the burger a lot quicker doing it like this. And with 2 minutes just gone, I've taken down the first burger and some of the mac and cheese. Now, I do exactly the same tactic on the second burger. I take off the top bun and the burger and leave the bottom bun, because that also really helps. The bottom bun always has a little bit of sauce, and it had tomato on this one, so it was a lot easier. And this is a really good tactic. The mac and cheese was really tasty as well. Really don't often have mac and cheese in lots of the challenges I do. I know in America they definitely have a lot more challenges with mac and cheese. I'd love to try out a mac and cheese challenge. If people are OGs, they've actually seen I've done a mac and cheese eating contest, which was a struggle, such a struggle. But here I'm taking on the last of the second burger and doing it in just over 4 minutes, which is actually pretty good.
Good job. 4 minutes, 10 seconds in.
And now onto the third burger. With this one, I just tried to compact it all down and just take on the whole burger, bottom bun included. Now, my tactic here was to try and take down 3 of the burgers, and then to move on to things like the mac and cheese and all the other dishes. I thought I didn't want the beef burgers to get cold because then they'd be a lot harder to get down, but I thought taking on 4 all at one might be a bit of a struggle and start to get flavor fatigue really quickly. What would your tactic be here? I'd be really interested to hear in the comments what order you'd take these dishes down in. Would you take the burgers down first, the chili cheese fries?
We have a really good pace. You're nearly done the mac and cheese. Nearly done a third burger. Fly is interfering, but besides that, just eat it. That'll show them a lesson.
Yeah, that was one pesky fly. The food was really delicious here, so I kind of understood why the fly wanted to get a little bit of the action, to be honest. But I wasn't gonna let it. It was gonna be all my food, and I was determined to get all this food down in the 30 minutes.
And the mac and cheese is done. And we are 7 minutes in.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So from the burger, I moved on to the chili cheese fries, and this had so much cheese on it. Really, really big dish. This was the dish that I was worried about when it all came out. Look how much cheese is on there. Absolutely delicious cheese, but oh boy, so much of it.
Do you want to make a sandwich with that?
And there's me being a bit dismissive of Laura with a bit of a weird laugh there. Maybe I was just totally in awe of this absolutely epic chili cheese fries dish. So I actually start to use the garlic bread. I think it's a really good shout. I'm trying to mix up the flavors, but I was really determined to get through these chili cheese fries as fast as I can. They were such a big dish, and I'm not a huge fan of fries, so I just thought, you know, I need to get this down. I don't want this being cold. The chili in this really helped though, really, really tasty. And the cheese, although it was just so much cheese, like you can see even on the garlic bread here, there's just so much cheese on it. The chef came out afterwards and actually said she was determined to put a load of cheese on all this food. So yeah, everything, including even the nachos and the burgers, had so much cheese. And obviously mac and cheese is kind of made half of cheese. So yeah, loads of cheese in it, which definitely made the challenge harder, but made it really, really tasty as well. You can see here, I actually start to mix up and start to use some of the sour cream and also some of the salsa here. That really helped, again, mix up the flavors.
Go, Max, go! You're doing great. Don't be afraid to use your fingers on that now. If the fork's not getting enough for you, don't be afraid to use your fingers.
There's me being dismissive again. This time with Laura's suggestion to use my fingers. Now with these really big challenges, even though I had to go quite fast, I didn't want to use my fingers and get too messy. That's actually something that can start to put me off the food and really make me get flavor fatigue. Is that the case with you guys? I'd be really interested to hear in the comments below if other people find that, if they get too messy when they're eating food, doing a food challenge, or just regular food, that it puts them off the food, because it does for me sometimes.
Chili fries are done.
Yay!
Mac and cheese is done. 12 minutes 30 in. We are consolidating.
Yeah, with the amount of dishes here, it was really helpful to consolidate, put them onto just 2 plates, and then I really felt like I was making progress, especially having taken down all those chili cheese fries.
You're doing great. You're doing really, really well. The garlic bread looks super chewy.
Not good.
No? It's good?
Yeah, and it was just me. Even though we're only 30 minutes in, you can see I actually have a little bit of a struggle just there trying to get down some of the garlic bread. I was trying to go a really fast pace, having taken down 3 burgers, the chili cheese fries, the mac and cheese, and almost half of the garlic bread in under 40 minutes. I was actually starting to already feel pretty full and pretty worried that I wouldn't be able to finish this in the time. I know it sounds crazy, but 30 minutes just really didn't seem enough for me to be able to take down all this food, and I knew that the nachos and that last burger was going to be difficult.
15 minutes just passed, halfway through. Halfway through the time anyway. I think you're a little over halfway through the rest of the food.
Yeah, and although being over halfway through the food, just having hit the halfway mark in terms of the time, I knew that the rest of this was going to be a big struggle. As you can see here, I'm actually really starting to struggle to get down some of the food, especially that garlic bread. So what I keep doing here is just put on the sour cream and the guacamole to really try and help get this down.
I'm a little nervous about those nachos, but I think he's got it. It'll be a push, but I think he's good. You got it.
Yeah.
Woo! Go Max! I think I would have gotten through a burger and a half and been like, that's enough. I'm done.
I'm ready to sleep after this one.
Yeah, that was my stepdad there saying that he was ready for a food coma. I really was at the end of this too. And I wasn't lying, this really was on the way to a family holiday up in Lincolnshire. I saw this online that it was a new food challenge and I thought, do you know what, I really want to take this on.
Garlic bread is finished.
Yay!
Yep, and that's my mum in the background cheering me on. This, though, was starting to get pretty tough. I start to move on to the burger and I just know that this is going to be a struggle, and I'm actually starting to worry about the time as well. I just didn't know how long it would take me to take down this burger and these nachos. And there's Laura's hand there with a bit of a cameo, making me laugh, helping me, distract me.
These are big burgers.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
I usually don't talk in these type of challenges just because I know the time is going to be so tight, but I just had to say that these 8-ounce prime beef burgers were just really, really big and definitely made this challenge harder than I probably thought at the start it was going to be. But hey, that's why it's a food challenge. They're not meant to be easy, and because this is a new challenge, it's really difficult to know if it's actually going to be doable or not in the time, and 30 minutes really wasn't long.
Doing really well. Difficult.
You can get through it. You can do it. You're doing great. You can always take a break from the burger if you need to. It's like, nope, I'm getting through this.
Laura knew exactly what was going on in my head here. I just really needed to get the burger down. I knew leaving it until the end was going to be such a struggle, and it was already getting pretty difficult, obviously getting a little bit cold, but it was more just that the amount of food that I had just already eaten, I just was really struggling here. But I really need to get this down and then move on to the last, the nachos, the loaded nachos. Another Laura hand cameo, but I was just so focused on this burger.
Excellent job. Excellent job. You've got it.
Yeah, you've done it.
Excellent. Smashed it.
Nacho time.
Save the best for last. 22 minutes, exactly.
You'll see me point to the time there. Even though I was onto the last nachos with 8 minutes to go, I really didn't think that 8 minutes was going to be enough. I know how long it can take to take down nachos. I've had a burrito challenge with some nachos and it took a long time to eat all those chips.
You're doing great. Really savor that guacamole. 23 minutes gone.
And at this point I was really not savoring the guacamole there. It was becoming a struggle.
I'm so messy.
24 minutes.
And as I was saying earlier, really sometimes doesn't help when I start to get messy at the end of these challenges because it kind of puts me off the food. So I was using a lot of napkins, really trying to avoid getting messy. I was also now using a lot of Diet Coke. That really helps with the flavor fatigue that I was starting to feel just with the amount of food. The food was really nice and it really helped to mix up the flavors with all the different dishes, but at this point it's just so much food and the nachos are really starting to hit me.
You're doing really, really, really well.
Great. Can I chip one?
I don't think you'll need to. I think you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be just fine.
So yeah, that's how worried I was starting to get. I was worried I wasn't gonna eat and clear my mouth in the 30 minutes just because I had 4 minutes left. So I was suggesting I might need to chipmunk these nachos here. You can see here, I'm really, really struggling. It takes a lot of determination to try and get this down. The food just really didn't want to get down at this point, but I knew I really needed to keep pushing. I've only got a couple more minutes left.
Alright, Right down to the last 3 minutes. You can do it.
And with that, I'm gonna leave you here. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Let me know if you did. And can I finish it? Comment below. Do you think I'm gonna finish it? It's gonna get really, really close.
You can do it. You can do it.
You got it.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Two minutes left.
Come on.
You can do it, babe. You almost got it. You almost got it.
Go on, you got it.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely incredible.
Go on.
You got it, babe. You got it. It's all right.
That lovely sauce.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Great stuff.
1.5 minutes left.
Don't lick the plate.
Christ. You're doing great. You got it.
I told you 30 minutes was gonna be difficult. I really, 30 minutes is,
A little difficult.
yeah, 30 minutes is difficult. But, oh my god.
Well done.
Oh, I just, I know, I'm not usually a messy eater either. There was just so much sauce.
Should we
on
prove
things.
that you did actually eat everything to people?
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, you
To the
did.
naysayers online?
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The
But,
dancing
didn't
I
really
mean,
do
at the end
it.
of the day, when they do that, I'm like, why are you watching me if you're gonna be a naysayer?
Too
But
true.
anyway, all right, so that was Shooter's Diner. I can't even talk.
Where are you?
That was Shooter's American Diner's newest food challenge. Undefeated, now defeated. 30 minutes to eat all this food. That was really, really intense. I didn't think I was gonna do it in the first like 3 or 4 minutes. I was like, this is not going down. The bugs were so much bigger than I thought they were gonna be. But I'm just, yeah, wow. Yeah, cool. I did it. I'm leaving the outro here. Peace out, bye.
You didn't say your bye.
I know, bye.